There we go.
All right. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Rock Morn, and we're up here in Maine. We just finished up our EPOC group or our EPOC event, and we had the pleasure of having Dr. Peter Martone speak with us tonight, and he just nailed it out of the park. It was fantastic, and so Dr. Peter's going to share with us today a little bit about his strategies for marketing. And so first, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're practicing and what you're doing?
Well, Dr. Peter Martone, and thank you for having me. I mean, what you guys are doing up here is absolutely fantastic. It's, it's great to see these EPOC organizations getting together, really, killing it. This is great. Just turning the fire on. But I'm Dr. Peter Martone. I practice in Lynnfield, Massachusetts. We have a family-based wellness practice up there. And, just when you're looking at practice and when you're looking at marketing, I think the number one thing that you can do is really get clarity, get your head straight around the purpose and around the vision of what you're trying to create. The more consistent you can be with your message, and the stronger and the more clear you are with that message, you're just going to start attracting the right people.
Sure. And you had mentioned in there too that how much time, energy, effort, and your own money you spent investing into that, right? And you're talking about a lot of chiropractors out there that don't have that clarity. And I'm not going to ask you money-wise, but how long was that journey before your professional journey, before you got really clear on who you were and why you're doing what you're doing?
Yeah, that's a good question, Rock. When the search for clarity just is a consistent, it's ongoing, it's on a consistent basis. But it really, came to me when I was giving a presentation to a patient. I had just become what's called a Creating Wellness Center, and I gave a presentation to a patient, and I was telling them, how much they had to change their lifestyle, and it's lifestyle. I want you exercising more. I'm going to sell you all these products, all these supplements, and I'm like, it's going to be $1,800. And I had no problem telling them, okay, $1,800, put it on a credit card, bang. And when he did it, I was psyched. And then I'm in the room, selling chiropractic, being Monty Hall, and let's make a deal. So I was devaluing the chiropractic, and I was putting more emphasis on the lifestyle. And to me, it really became clear to me that I didn't believe in the product or the service that I was offering chiropractically. So at that point, I said, you know what, I got to pull my head out of my beep, and say I got to get clear around this. So then I started on this quest for clarity, about the mission and why I am a chiropractor, and really dove the deeper and deeper that I went into it, the more solid I became, and now it's just been absolutely incredible, getting that clarity.
How has that changed your passion, and how has that translated into your practice?
Well, what it really did is it made going to work fun. Because what I did is I found out who I was. I didn't let my practice define me anymore. I defined myself, and then through that I defined my practice.
Sure.
So, I'm a person of passion. I express my sole purpose by removing interference and connecting people to the energy of their creator. And I stand for manifesting healthy lifestyle habits to help people maximize their true life potential. So that is me. That's who I am. Now, once I had that, my whole office evolved around that. And, the principle of chiropractic became so strong and so clear. And it's revolutionized. I am so much more now insurance independent because of the clarity that I have than I ever was before. And it was really bringing it back down to the principle that did it.
Sure. So, catch that. He said it so succinctly, but again, that was a process. That took a lot of time to get there, right? But by developing that clarity, everything else followed from there. So talk a little bit about that, because what's the next step after you had your sole purpose? How did that translate into your practice as far as what things you were talking about earlier today, the mission, patient purpose, perfect patient, and how you utilize that in marketing?
And that's really what it comes down to. It's identifying what your purpose is. Then what is your mission? People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So, let me say that again, because that is a really, that's a really good concept to get through our thick skulls of ours, right? People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So if you're selling the what, you're going to have that type of practice that, oh, doc, you can do everything but just don't touch my neck. You know, you can do anything, but just right here, I don't like it. Oh, Auntie Sue told me not to have my neck adjusted, so can you do this? And you won't get those patients, because people will start coming into your office saying, Doc, I know that you change lives. You turn people's lives around. You change, you know, young Samantha's life, and I want you to do the same for me. And they come in wanting the why you're doing it, and then what you do becomes easy. So it's really, you know, coming up with that strong why. That why is really, you know, why you do what you do. You put that out there, and when you're consistent enough, really great things start to happen, because then people tell other people, and then people tell other people, and you don't waver on your flavors, like I like to say it. Stay consistent with your message, stay consistent with your brand, and build momentum. Just as it takes consistency to build good health and wellness, it takes consistency to build good health and wellness for a practice.
Awesome. Now, what's your website?
My website, to find out more about Atlantis and kind of who I am and what we are, it's atlantiswellness.com. And you can also find us on Facebook at Facebook.com/Atlantis Wellness.
The reason I asked him that, I want you to go to his website and check it out, because you'll notice that he has some clips on there from when he was featured on the local news program. And you know, somebody might see that, and it was great. He's got one on ear infections and treating kids, and he's got another one about blood pressure, and people are like, oh, how'd you get so lucky for that? But your point here is, when you get clear and you're having fun and that passion comes out and everything else follows, then the opportunities present themselves. And one of my favorite quotes, right? Like, luck is when hard work and opportunity present themselves, or preparedness and opportunity present themselves. So Dr. Martone's invested a lot in himself first, and then he took that to his practice, and that has translated everything, including the way that he markets, identifying who the perfect patient is and how he's going to attract them to his practice.
Yeah, it's what it is. It's
Excellent.
Consistency.
Excellent. Any final words for our listeners?
You know, just it was a daunting task for me, you know, 5 or 6 years ago when I started down this road. But like I said, the more consistent you are, just keep asking the right questions, and the right questions will eventually lead you to the clarity that you're going to seek. I feel like I sound like a fortune cookie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you do it, you'll find out.
There you go. Yeah, everybody, if you're struggling out there or whatever might be going on, you know, keep your head up, keep moving forward, keep working on yourself, get clear on what your purpose, your passion, your values are, anchor onto those, moving forward, and realize that, you know, there are people out there. Get involved with a group, organization, somebody that's going to help empower you, lift you up, whether it's EPOC or you have some other local group in your area. Get on the Legion of Chiropractic Warriors Facebook page. It's all positive stuff, because you know, when we're successful as individuals, our practice is more successful, and our community is more successful, our profession's more successful, and our society's really begging for that. So wish you all the best, and take care.
Take care.